All right, this will be the next one. Let's call it example number 3. First, I want to remind you, if you have, say, x to the power of m over the n, this is the same as writing it as the nth root of x to the power of m. We're good, isn't it right? Or else if you've got, say, the kth root of x to the p, this is going the other opposite direction. You can write it as x to the power of p all over the k. All right. Now, let's say now the question is we've got y equals 2. Now we're given 7 square root of x minus 3 fourth root of x to the power of, let's say, 3. So number 1, you need to change this to the previous example like this. Write them as fractions. So it becomes y. You haven't derived yet. Then the x that's inside, it has the power of 1. This root has a 2. Ne? So now it becomes x to the power of 1 all over the 2 minus the 3. X under the root is got the 3. Ne? So it's going to be what? 3 divided by the what? By the 4. We good? Ne? All right. Remember, what's here on the root comes at the bottom. We good? Ne? All right. So now it's now like this. Now you can now work it out. So now let's do it anyway. So we are going to say y prime or derivative equals to the half must times the 7. Trust me, it will be 7 divided by 2. X, you minus a 1 from it, from the half, it becomes a negative half. And then 3 over the 4 is going to have to times that, so it's going to be negative 9 divided by the 4. And then x, and then you want to minus 1 from that one there. So it's going to be minus 1 all over the 4. Now this is your answer with negative exponents. Now here, when you leave it like this, you're leaving it in a surd form with square roots. Usually, when the original question was with the square roots, cube roots, surd form, the final answer, sometimes they want it in the same format with square roots or cube roots. First, we need to change it. We say y prime. Let's make it positive here. Everything goes to the bottom, isn't it? You're having 7 divided by 2. It will be x to the positive half. And then minus the 9 all over the 4. It will be x to the power of 1 over the 4, which is exactly the same as having 7 all over the 2. It's a square root, ne? And then square root 2. There's a 2. No need to put the 2, so I'm not putting it. And then we say x, and then minus the 9 all over the 2. This is the fourth root, isn't it right? So it will be fourth root of x. You left that in a surd form. We good, ne? Now, while I'm still at it, you now know what to do when it's fraction. You change them. I want to give you the one with negatives. What if I had y equals to 3 x to the minus 5, and then plus, or let's make it negative, negative 7, and then x to the negative, let's make it 3 over the 2. All right. You'll see this number, normally you know when you subtract the 5 becomes 4. It won't become a 4 this time, okay? Yeah. Yes, it's minus minus. So y dash equals negative 5 times the 3. It's negative 15. And then with a pencil, when you say minus, this is not minus 4, it's now minus 6. Isn't it right? Yeah, that's what I want you to be careful, because people, they memorize and think the number becomes less. Negative 3 times negative 3 over 2 times that one there, the negative 7, it will be positive 21 all over the 2, and then x, you want to minus the 1 there. Isn't it right? So it's going to be minus 5 all over the 2. We good, right? So I left it like this with negative exponents. If I leave it with positive, then y prime, it's going to be negative 15. Only the power changes under x to the power of 6. And then plus, it will be 21 all over the 2. Under there, it would be x to the power of 5 all over the 2. Or if you want to keep it with a radical sign, or in other words, square root set form, it's x to the 6 here. It remains the same there. And then plus 21 here. I'm having to, since there's a 2, it will be square root of x to the power of 5. Either way, it's okay. Now we go.